when I'm thinking about all this and protesting the patriotism, it puts me in an awkward situation all the time because I personally feel like I can't win for trying because I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, like because I'm Black and we go through the issues that we go through, I feel like when I tell people I'm patriotic, especially Black people, they look at that as a weird thing. They look at that as odd. I guess I'm kind of asking this to Alex and Stephanie. Have y'all experienced similar things?
Oh, you know I have. You know I get it.
Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think, and I get, let me say, why do you, well, I mean, I get why they say that. They're like, you're Black. So why do you so into your country?
Because I guess for me, I can't help that. My mother was in the military. You know, we were raised.
We were military.
My father too.
We were all one family. Like we didn't see white and Black and all of that. We were just one little community that we just stuck together. And I've always kind of grew up in that atmosphere. And like I said, my father being a lieutenant. So I look at myself as a very patriotic person, and I come, you know, from a very patriotic family. But let me speak about that a little bit too much. The most backlash I get is usually from my own. I've been called a coon. I've gotten comments about well, we left the slaves at the plantation with that type of men. You know, like it just kind of gets all the way like left for me. So I'm in the same boat as you. I don't know why I get I guess I feel stuck because it's like I'm a Black person and I see both sides. You know what I'm saying? Well, not as far as service. I see both sides as far as service and employment through service and giving back to the community in that way. But for whatever reason, it gets looked down on if you like and you say, you know, you show too much patriotism because we're supposed to have this mentality that, you know, we Black, we suffering, the system that, you know, and it's like we can't get past that. We can't get past that part. Yeah, we're gonna have to get past like that level of thinking, but we're not there yet. A lot of people aren't there yet.
For me, like, did you want to say something, Alex? My bad.
I mean, I would like to say a little bit something about it. I traveled the world for a living. I grew up traveling the world. I was raised as a missionary. So my whole life, I've spent a good portion of my life in other countries. And one thing I have learned is due to the fact that when we were children, one thing that was told to us all the time as a kid was that America is this great country. We're the best. And we always, I remember saying in school all the time, we're the number one country, we're this, we're that. And when you go to other countries, you know, sometimes they're like, oh, Americans like, oh yeah, y'all are supposedly the best country. But now America is seen as a country filled with hate. And I feel like everywhere I go, they're like, oh, you're American? Where I've stopped saying I'm American. I'm Canadian when I'm in other countries because I don't want to have the conversation. Why is he your president? Why did you vote him out? I didn't vote him. You know, but I was getting so much hate. Huh?
I said, and they think he speaks for everyone.
Yeah, and I was getting so much hate that like, I love my country, but I do agree there's a lot of things going on that make me sometimes not proud to say I'm American because what has happened in this administration, just the way a lot of people view the Confederate flag is the way a lot of countries view the American flag now. Yeah. They see it as a symbol of hate, and a lot of people don't want to face that yet. And it is, and I'm sorry and unfortunate, but this is what I do as a living. Sometimes I'm in 3 countries in a day, okay? Literally. And it's sad. I am sick of dealing with it. There's something going on for sure in this country. And when it comes to being patriotic and being a Black woman and who I'm hearing it from and everyone else, I'm getting it everywhere. I'm getting it in my own country. I'm getting it outside of the country. I'm getting it from my own people. I'm getting it from others. And it's just our country, we need to admit, it's time for everyone in this country to admit we aren't great. There's a huge, huge issue. We're not number one. We are not the best. And just, you talked about, are we a bully? Yes, exactly like a bully on the playground. When a little kid, and you know, he has better grades than him, right? We have proof that that kid has better grades, but he, instead of just saying, hey, can you help me get better grades, he calls him a nerd. He calls him a geek. And that's exactly what America does. Oh, so China has this, they have that. Well, you know, in China, they do this, they do that. They're so quick to go and, you know, and you know, like whenever we hear we're not the best, they're ready to attack. And they're just like any other bully. Instead of saying, hey, what is it that China's doing that we're doing different? What is it that Canada's doing that's doing? Why do they have better health care? Why is it that less women are dying during childbirth in their countries? We don't stop and just ask, how do we get like you? Instead, we just attack and say we're the best, just like a bully does anywhere else. So yes, America is a bully. It is what it is.
And if I can add to that, absolutely. I think that's, I don't know, something about what this conversation is saying to me is that a lot of this comes back to capitalism. And I'm not anti-capitalist solely, but
not totally.
Capitalism has gone crazy. And when you divide people to the degree that we've managed to allow ourselves to be divided in terms of wealth, again, it comes back to poverty, but then also race, because of the way that, you know, we were structured as a white supremacist organization, I believe. I mean, come on. Historically, I love my country too. I do. I love my country. I feel like I am a patriotic person because I am critical. I'm informed. I'm never informed enough, but I try to be. And I vote and I care and I try to learn and you know, like that to me, that's what makes someone patriotic. And I really do love this country, but we were founded on ugliness that we have never dealt with.